With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let us start with our question. In this question, what is given? That a capacitor of capacity C is charged to a steady potential difference V and connected in series with an open key and pure resistor R. Now at t equals to 0, the key is closed. If I equals to the current at time t, okay, this is the I current at time t, and a plot of log I versus t is shown in the graph 1, okay. Now later one of the parameter V, R and C is changed, keeping the other two constant. So graph 2 is recorded. So we are recording 2. So this is recorded for the first situation. Now any of the one parameter R, V, R or C is changed. So we need to tell whether C is reduced or C is increased, or R is reduced or R is increased. Okay. So if we draw our circuit, how our circuit would look like? Let's say this is our circuit. This is our capacitor, and let's say it is connected to a this voltage. Okay, and this is our resistor. Okay, so this is our R, this is our C, and this is our V. Okay, so what is the maximum current which will go into the circuit? Maximum current would be going when it would be behaving as a conducting wire. Okay, at t equals to 0. So the maximum amount of current I naught, this would be equals to V divided by R, this we know. Now during the time of charging, okay, what is the current expression? Current value is I equals to I naught. This is the maximum current, e to the power minus t divided by RC. Okay. Now this RC could be called as this time constant. Now what is the value of I naught? It is the maximum amount of current, which would be equals to V, this V divided by R, then e to the power minus t divided by RC. Now if we take the log on both the side of this expression, okay, which expression? This expression, I equals to V divided by R, e to the power minus t divided by RC. If we take log onto both sides, then it would be ln I. This would be equals to ln V divided by R. And what is this? So if we take the log, so it would be base would be E, ln we are taking natural log. So this ln E, we just write it would be ln e to the power minus t divided by RC. So this factor would be 1, and this the power would be coming in with the coefficient. So it would be minus t divided by RC. Okay, we know that this is the property of log, that for example if a log is written, for example if the base and this term is same and the power is, let's say, A, so A would be moving in the this coefficient, A would be in the coefficient, and ln E would be equals to 1. Okay, so we have just written like this. Now from this expression, what we can see, that if we compare this with our expression y equals to mx plus c, okay, so on the y axis we are plotting ln I, so this is our y. On the x axis we are plotting time, so this would be our x. Okay, t is our x. Now if we compare, then what is the c is our intercept on the y axis. Okay, so c, which is the intercept on y axis, would be equals to, if we compare this, so this is our constant term, it would be ln v divided by R. Now if we compare this expression with our slope, so slope is minus 1 divided by RC, and from the graph itself we can conclude that the slope would be negative. Why? Because the angle here, if we check the angle would be obtuse, it would be greater than 90 degrees. So we can just say that this would be basically negative slope. Okay, now if we take the mod of our slope, okay, if we just take the mod of our slope, so it would be equals to 1 divided by RC. Now which of the slope is greater? For example, this is our first condition, this is our second condition. Here the condition are R1, V1, C1, and here the condition are R2, V2, and C2. Which is having a greater slope? So clearly from the figure itself we can figure out that this slope is greater. The slope of this line would be greater. Why? Because the angle would be greater. Angle with respect to the, for example, if you are taking the angle, we have already determined that it would be a negative value. Okay, so negative value, we can just take it to be the this clockwise. We can measure the angle clockwise to figure out that this is having a greater slope. Okay, now that means our m1 would be greater than our m2. So our m1 would be greater than our m2. So we can just write it 1 divided by R1 C1 would be greater than 1 divided by R2 C2, or if we cross multiply, then R2 C2 would be greater than R1 C1. Okay, now this is the value. Now since this is basically connected with the voltage itself, okay, this circuit is connected with the same battery, so the potential would be same. So we can say that our V would be same. Now if we see the starting point, okay, at this point the current value basically is same for both the cases. Now this is our intercept on the y axis. Okay, that means the log of I at the starting point is same for 1 and same for 2. So the intercept, which is written as ln v divided by r, we can see here. So this intercept is same. So we say that C1 is equals to C2. So we can say that ln V would be same, potential would be same because battery we are not changing, divided by R1, and here it would be divided by R2. So from here we can just figure out that R1 would be equals to R2. So resistance is not changed. Now if you put this into this expression, then what we are getting? So R1 and R2 would be cancelled. So we can say that C2 would be greater than C1. That means the capacitance is increased. So capacitance is increased. So this would be correct option. Now resistance is reduced. This is wrong. And this would also be wrong. The resistance is increased. This is also wrong. Why? Resistance is remaining same. So B would be the correct option. Hope you understood this solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.